here. How are we feeling for survival stage?
For a team like this that was Pmgc.
A lot of us are expecting to show up, especially in survival stage. It's going to be none other than Alpha 7. I know Kalara's got a chance to talk to Revo.
Hello, here with Revo again here, but this time around we've got the survival stage. Day number 1 here as they look to try and compete to get those top spots and to get through into that final. So first questions first, I want to get your opinion about what was going on in the group stage and now applying that here to the survival stage, right? How did you see the competition as a whole? And has there been any kind of talks about adaptations that you want to make as Alpha 7 coming into the survival?
I think on group stage we made like many mistakes about like execution. So that was our problem. I think we fixed it. I hope so. So now we are ready for survival stage, and to be honest, I like to play like things like that because it's our last chance for many things, and maybe they have some pressure. So I'm ready for everything, and let's make it.
Do you think that your team thrives under pressure better compared to some of the other teams?
I think so, because like it's around like 5 or 6 years on global stages. Like we play, I think Pmgc last chance one time. So I think, yeah, we know how to play it. So let's try our best. Let's do everything is needed to qualify.
I like that. That's good perspective. So when you think to you, like the rest of the world caught up with Alpha 7 as opposed to Alpha 7 slipping a little bit, because the competition in PUBG Mobile right now seems extremely fierce. It feels very, very powerful at the moment. So what's your perspective on that?
I think like the scene right now about PUBG is like everyone wants to fight. Like 8th place, you are good because you did like a win and like 5 kills or something like that. Sorry, yeah.
So I guess for this survival stage in particular, it feels like whenever we've had tournaments, this seems like the most powerful lobby in a survival stage ever. Is that fair to say? Do you think that that's true? And are you concerned about the survival stage or any of the teams in particular in the survival stage?
I think it's true, but like as I said, like many teams gonna feel the pressure because of like our last chance or something like that, and they're gonna think about it. And I don't think we have that pressure, but we're gonna try our best. I don't know what's gonna happen because like PUBG is not like 100% like sure what we're gonna do. Everything can happen, so we're gonna try our best, like I said.
All right. Well, thank you very much for joining me here, Revo. Any final words for the fans?
Keep supporting us, and let's go Alpha 7. Let's go Brazil, and is that. Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Thank you, Revo. Thank you, Kalara, for that amazing interview. But with Alpha 7, they need to show up, and they need to show up from the get-go.
Yeah, they do, and I really like that question from Kalaris. Do you think Alpha 7 is sort of slipping behind the pack and the rest of them are sort of skyrocketing? And when you have a look coming out of the group stages, they were at a 3.25 elimination average, and their contenders, Nongshim and also E Arena, were sitting on 4.5, and E Arena, obviously from that fantastic starting game, was 5.3. So it's about a 24-point gap between some of the teams that they need to verse today in the survival stage. So it is going to be difficult, especially watching the way that they weren't able to sort of take control of any sort of fight that they were in. They did go for these fights, but it looks like that power just kind of slipped away from them.
Yeah, it's very interesting. Well, I mean, coming off the back of that interview, they were talking about how no one wants to hide, everyone wants to fight. I genuinely think that, yeah, the battleground has changed at this point. I had a really fantastic conversation with Aru. I think you were there as well, Seven. We were discussing essentially like how is your game plan to finals going to change, but it's pertinent to this because he was saying essentially that what we want to do going forward is be a bit more aggressive. I mean, the Ronda they won, if they hadn't taken an aggressive approach up towards the northern side, they might have lost a flash there. But I think every single team is realizing we can't be passive in these lobbies. Any opportunity that comes up, we have to take it. And you've got minimal amount of time to make this happen now in the survival stage, Max.
I mean, really looking at Alpha 7, there's so much potential on that roster, right? Guizhou and Obscure, I feel like they've really, truly been tested many times. They won Pmgc.
If they hadn't taken an aggressive approach up towards the northern side, they might have lost a flash there. But I think every single team is realizing we can't be passive.
They play PMGO, they know what's going to be coming up here into this one. But I think in particular what I want to see from Alpha 7 is of course trying to be aggressive, as you were talking about here, Blank. But I would say the biggest issue I have is when they don't have the zone, they really struggle to get into the play zone itself, into those mid to late game circles. The scouting is just not there sometimes. So I just want to see them try and have a better time entering the play zone, because that's really...
They were looking fantastic there because they were able to play their own game.
They dropped there.
Exactly.
They do drop there.
They drop.
That's the crazy thing with this team too, is when they're able to set themselves up, they're a team that can actually take full advantage of the situation and just back it up with full eliminations. Earlier, Max, you were talking about the roster, and I'm glad you kind of brought that up because there is going to be a big change today for the roster. Obscure